we can't just sit around and wait. We have to be doing the work of being a writer still. Welcome, everyone. My name is Suzanne Davis, author of The Appointed Hour, university professor. Welcome to this YouTube channel, How to Create a Writer's Life. Writing isn't the only thing we do to create a writer's life. There's, as you all know, a fair amount of strategy involved with other aspects of getting your writing out there for people to see. What this means is that sometimes you'll be waiting to hear from an editor or an agent or a literary magazine. So how do we use that time constructively? I created a little bit of a visual here to make a couple of points about the way that I've been waiting, using time since May. So I have a couple of things that I'm waiting to hear about from editors. And since May, I've accepted a visiting assistant professor position in creative writing, moved to Michigan, revised and revamped all of my teaching materials, created a new podcast project, which I'm really excited about, called Writer's Witness, for the students in my creative writing class. I created this YouTube channel this summer, and we now have 12 videos that are up. I got halfway through the second draft of the new novel that I've been working on. And then I looked to see what short stories I had that might get out circulating. One short story got an honorable mention in the New Millennium Fiction Awards in 2019. I tweaked it a bit and sent that back out, so it's circulating. I had an essay that was published in the Fredericksburg Literary and Art Review, and that essay then won Best Personal Essay for the Connecticut Press Club 2019 contest or awards that they had. And I did an interview on a blog called Points, which is a drug and alcohol history blog. And the interview was about the role that drugs play as a theme in my short story collection, which is The Appointed Hour that I've spoken about. I wrote a LinkedIn article, how a writer contributes to beauty and why it matters. Put out an issue of my quarterly newsletter that I do free for writers. And then I've been trying to read and learn more about a lot of things, such as how to create a YouTube video, how to do podcasting, about audience, and just reading some new novels to see the work of other writers. So I don't share all of this with you as a way, well, I shared it first with myself to give myself a little yay, me bored, as my writing coach suggested might be a good idea, so that I could see the ways that I've been constructively using my time. But I guess that I wanted also just to share with you the sort of strategy that is part of creating a writer's life. We write a work, we send it out, we wait, and it's not always clear how long that wait will be. I hope it will be a very short wait for you, but the industry is such that often a story will be at a magazine, perhaps for 6 to 8 months, especially if they like it and it gets passed along the channels. When you send a manuscript for an agent to look at, that could be a month or more of waiting. When an agent, or if you're sending your manuscript to small presses, there's another period of waiting. Sometimes that's a longer period of waiting. And we can't just sit around and wait. We have to be doing the work of being a writer still, which means thinking about what is that next new work, if I were to think about it in general terms, I would say that we are creating more content. We have to continue to be creative. And with that creativity, find ways to connect to the readers, to the audience, to the people who we very much want to share our words with, and sort of, have that kind of dialogue that goes on. That happens in numerous ways on the printed page. It happens on social media, over the internet. And perhaps next week we'll talk more about the strategy of creating an actual plan, whether that's a 3-month plan, a 6-month plan, a 1-year plan. Maybe next week it'll be planning. All right. Well, until then, have a great week. Keep writing, and I look forward to seeing you soon.